Hello! I'm Christine. Today we're answering more of all the questions! From favorite to least favorite, I'd say City of Glass, City of Lost Souls, City of Ashes, City of Fallen Angels, and City of Bones bringing up the rear.
Should I read Percy Jackson? Because I'm 18 years old and I don't know how much I'm gonna like reading from a point of view of a 12-year-old.
I have a video for this very reason, and I touch on this very topic in the first maybe minute.
I don't know what you're saying about me in saying, you know I just read them all. So, I'm 22.
I love both of these series very much. I don't like playing favorites. If I have to, I gotta choose this one. How can I not be excited for that? I'd grab Jem and Will, and we'd spend the day walking through London together, and I could pretend I'm Tessa, and it would be really nice. Yes, I will be reviewing the Kane Chronicles as soon as I read the Kane Chronicles. Adrian. Every time I'm gonna choose Adrian. I have nothing against sloths.
Fuck Jace, kill Tobias, and marry Peeta. You can't not marry Peeta in that situation. It's long-term material, that one.
I wasn't even aware that Robert Lightwood had a Parabachi and that it was Michael Wayland. Was that discussed in City of Bones?
How do we know we didn't feel it? Where is that written down? Am I missing something?
Really threw us for a loop with that IANT ending. And the cover is very orange. I saw a lot of fan-made covers that were beautiful, and then when I saw the actual cover, I guess I was a little let down because it wasn't as pretty. Whatevs, I'm so excited for that book. It was surprising to see the symbol on it. Waves.
What does it mean? That's not a faction.
I actually made a playlist of my favorite book talks that I've done. If you'd like to watch that, you can click here. If you haven't finished all Cassandra Clare's books, you can go ahead and click mute, and when this picture disappears, you're safe to come back on. Well, definitely Magnus. I would say Camille because I don't think she's dead. I think this is a trick. I think the whole Maureen ordeal is part of Camille's plan. And third, Jem. Jem's gonna be there. Considering how confuzzled Jace is about his ancestry, I would hope that Tessa would sit him down and tell him about how awesome Will is. Or just tell him that she's his family because he has none.
Because she is technically great grandmother of Jace, I think. She's somehow related.
If a boyfriend has to die, I'm gonna say Kyle. I love you, Kyle, but someone's gotta go. Maybe you. This question always kind of bothers me. Like, oh my god, you must have so much free time. Read so many books. I'm too busy for that. We're all busy. You have to make time for reading. I always have my book on. I have a few seconds, I'm reading my book. I'm eating any meal during the day, I have a book out in front of me if there's no other humans around. Oh, I'm going to sleep? Actually, I'm reading. I'm gonna read for an hour and then go to sleep. I cut out of my sleeping time for reading time because I want time to read. Right now, I'm excited to start reading the Shatter Me series by Tareya Mafi. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not deal with this very well. I basically stopped reading for a year. After finishing Deathly Hallows, I actually immediately started rereading Deathly Hallows. Then I reread Half-Blood Prince. I also might have reread Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I started listening to Mugglecast, Pottercast. I think maybe I read Angels and Demons and The Da Vinci Code maybe 6 months later. Those were the first books I picked up afterward. I didn't start consistently reading again until Twilight. It was a rough time, guys. It's a rough time. Let's see, I think Cassie from the 5th Wave is a pretty good one to have. Katniss would be a good sibling to have on your side. I'm gonna say probably Jace. Or maybe Noah Shaw. Maybe a tie between Noah Shaw and Jace. Let's go with that. Yes, I really love listening to music while reading. If there's a specific artist that you love to listen to while you read, please let me know. A lot of the time I'll put on Florence and the Machine. I love her music. I listen to Lana Del Rey, and I listen to scores a lot. I really love the Inception score. I love the How to Train Your Dragon score. And I love the Deathly Hallows score. I listen to that one a lot too. Isabel, hands down, I'm that girl to have my back. Have you seen my morning period video? Yes, I do! I get very upset! Stop it! What is this question? I don't listen, you on fire! I dog-eared the pages for a long time. If the book was paperback, I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal to dog-ear the pages because I view paperback books as disposable. Even in high school, I used to do it with the books that they gave us so that we had to read. Whatevs, Madame Bovary, shitload of dog-eared pages in there. I even dog-eared the pages in my first copy of City of Bones that was paperback because it's paperback. I don't care what happens to it. gonna walk her all the way. On a scale of 1 to 100, how much do you love the PJO series? 100. I really think Octavian should be dead by now. I'm not the biggest fan of audiobooks. I've only really tried listening to the Harry Potter books in audiobook form. I like to narrate all the voices in my own brain and hear them the way I like to hear them. Yes, of course we'll go see the Maze Runner movie. I really hope that the movie will actually be better than the book. There's a lot of potential in that idea. It's just the way it was written and executed in the book that made me really dislike it. I think the screenwriter can turn that around and hopefully make it a great movie. If you have not read the Heroes of Olympus series, please mute the stream now. When this picture disappears, feel free to turn the volume back on. When I was reading Mark of Athena, right? I posted on Tumblr, I was so excited, I just started it. I'm not looking at the notes on that post just in case someone spoiled it. But later on, I go to my ask box. Someone left in my ass! At the end of the book, Percy and Annabeth fall into Tartarus. Thought you ought to know! And I knew something really bad was gonna happen at Mark of Athena. I literally broke down into tears.
I can't believe they fall into Tartarus. What do you mean they fall into Tartarus?
I had to leave, I put down the book, I went and took the dog for a walk, and I was just like crying outside. I was so mad. I was so mad. Oh, this
question. Because Cassandra Clare has other stories that she wants to write in the Shadowhunter world, it's too much. She's just rewriting the same story again and again.
Where are you basing your theory that more stories to come will be too much? All it is another story in the Shadowhunter world.
You know how many stories you read from fucking our world? From regular old Earth. So many contemporary books all take place in our world. Is it too much, Earth?
A story is a story. Cassandra Clare created this in-depth, beautiful world. She's done so much world building, and it has been done so well. Why would she throw that away if she had other different stories in there that she could still tell? It's ridiculous. Of course I'm excited about it. Of course I'm excited for more of Cassandra Clare's story. She hasn't let me down yet. Too much. She's just doing the same thing. You have no basis to say that. The two series that we do have are exactly the opposite of what you're saying. They're both different, and the second series she wrote was better than the first series. I guess Valentine? No, I will never feel sorry for Sebastian. Sebastian is a potential rapist. He's a murderer. Definitely London. I guess I'd say that Huck Finn is my favorite classic. I don't have any classic that I'm like, I love this book. But I did read Huck Finn 3 times during my schooling. And every time I had to read it, I enjoyed it more, so. Yes, I am. I'm so excited. I'm going to London for Summer in the City. So if you're going to Summer in the City, look for me and say hi. I'd have to marry Percy. Forgive me, Will. I think I still haven't read it, so I cannot say. Percy's hellhound, Mrs. O'Leary. I love that dog. If Sebastian tried anything with Klaus would reach in and rip his heart out. Try living without that, you stupid little cockroach! I prefer the smell of new books. I honestly don't know. I don't count my books. There are so many series in which the sequels are better than the first book. First and foremost, The Mortal Instruments, even The Infernal Devices, The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Delirium, The Heroes of Olympus, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Mara Dyer, Vampire Academy. So many. Percy Jackson, I mean, first of all, Percy could probably get us off the island. And if we couldn't get off the island for some reason, he could probably get us food because he could talk to the fishes. And Percy, because I love Percy. Are you kidding me? I'm calling the freaking police if someone burnt all my— You're not getting away with that. That's arson. June Iparus would be the coolest. Even Jessamine Lovelace. Playing Jessamine would actually be so much fun. I just reread The Darkest Minds, and right now I actually would want to punch Ruby. Magnus is talented and all, but Dumbledore is Dumbledore, so I'm gonna put my money on Dumbledore. Dumbledore planned his own death, okay? He doesn't get killed. Liam. I'll take Liam, please. Of course I'd support more Percy Jackson. If J.K. Rowling woke up one day and was like, I'm writing an 8th Harry Potter book, I am behind that 200%. Even if Cassandra Clare woke up and decided she wanted to write 3 more Mortal Instruments books and add them to this 6-book series, I'm on that train, okay? I am on that train and I'm not getting off of it. Sea Monster movie is not out yet, so I have no thoughts. If you haven't read the Game of Thrones books or you don't watch the TV show and you're planning on it, please feel free to mute this section until this picture disappears. It's most of you know I don't read the Game of Thrones books. And I went into this episode being like, yeah, Game of Thrones is back after a week off. I'm so excited. I'm like, yay, wedding, 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 wedding. And then Aria's coming, and I think that there's gonna be this reunion scene with Aria, and I'm so excited for it. I was screaming in terror. And then it's just like, and then she's like screaming, and then I was not prepared for that. I was so traumatized. I was screaming and yelling and sobbing, hysteric. I could not breathe. I did make Booklion shirts, and I made a bunch of other shirts too. You can check them out at pullbananas20.spreadshirt.com. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Booklion, last week I put up a video called Bookworm on my PullBananas20 channel. You can go check that out if you like by clicking here. And that concludes this episode of Book Lovers Q&A. Thank you for watching. I'm Christine. I'll talk to you next time. Bye! I could do this. I could do this. Okay. Oh. I got it. Hold on. I got this. Guys, I can do this. I can balance books. I can do this. And City of Bones bringing up the rear. Oh my god. That was hard. That was difficult.